Hello, what is up, everybody? Cool B here, once again playing some more Minecraft 1.17 with the 1.18 Datapack, continuing the Let's Build of Underhelm. Where we last left off, I was gonna make a false sun here, and I decided to fuck that shit, because spears are difficult, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing with these damn spears. I'm getting super pissed off with it. So that's not gonna happen. Instead, we're gonna hollow this out. Like, I think what I'm gonna do is go back out there, make that giant block, and then like make a staff just going all the way from here to up there. But yeah, we're gonna pretend that like that never happened, okay? Just yeah, no. Just yeah. Yeah. Nah. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make City Hall instead. Or well, not City Hall. Uh Main building one. Or main teacher. I'm not sure what to call it, but basically this is gonna be a centralized building for getting in and out of Underhelm, as well as where their governing parties work. So we'll figure out what to call this place later when I figure out what the hell something like this should even be called. And now what I'm gonna do is go up here. I'm gonna call it Steep Slate. I cannot wait until we get like shaders back, because I can now play with just shaders permanently on. Like, that is a thing I could do now. And now, how far out do we want to go? 1, 2, 7. Alright, yeah, this is down here. For now, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Right. Okay, so this is a bug. So I middle mouse clicked the deep slate while in creative mode, and I got cobble deep slate rather than. What the fuck? Deep slate. Deep slate, deep slate. Oh, it's directional. Okay. So I know that deep slate is directional and all, but does that mean like any deep slate I place down is always gonna look like this? What the fuck is going on here? No. Still no. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so annoying to fix. Because I have like 6 fucking axes. That gave me kind of deep sleep, but no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so 11 out from there. I mean, height doesn't matter for now. But let's say 11 up as well. Alright, so I'm going to stand here. And we're going to say slash fill from where I at plus 10 to my toesies. 10 minus 10 plus 9 minus 10 with air. Boom, boom. There we go. Also, why did I hear the grass breaking sound effect when I did that? So this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like so. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like so. I mean, sorry, well, it's gonna be one annoying thing. It's having to build it with all these damn like mine shafts around this place. I guess it is just like one of the things you just have to deal with when you build on the ground. Oh shit! Here's where we're gonna be a really annoying bit. Fixing this because it's that axle. Oh no, I'm pretty sure if I just place like the cobblestone using, is that diamonds? Deep slate diamonds. Nice. Instantly delete it. Alright. I didn't even notice I was that far below. How far below am I? Oh, I'm at negative 12 already. Alright, yeah, because I'm seeing deep slate, which means I already passed the horizon. It's kind of cool when you think about it. The fact that, like, you can now be below 0. Now, they did show off the fact that you can now waterlog carts. I mean, well, yeah, you can waterlog the carts, but you can also, like... Okay, so this is coming from up here, so let's just make it damn real quick. I mean, like, you can waterlog, rails. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I mean, not sure why, but I guess if you really, really wanted to make, like, a one-piece Let's Build of Water 7, you can now make the Sea Train. Alright. Just fixing our water problem because there's a bit too much water. There we go. And now since I know there's 11 out. 3. 3. 4. 5, I think we do. 4. Yes, I'm making an octagon. Okay, I'm obsessed with octagons, right? Get off my back. Still turning pigs into pork chop while you die in creative mode, though. That might make the internal volume a little bit too small there. Yeah, we go with that. So we go out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shit. Oh, gosh. Darn it. Stop breaking this stuff. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess we're just building this polished deep slate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I truly didn't, you know, plan ahead or anything. Yeah, that's why it was looking so weird. I was like, what's going on here? Did I get like the cobble deep slate? It was like, nope. It feels so wrong seeing stone this low. So the top always looks the same no matter what. It's just that the sides can be different. It's a bit of a weird one, but okay. Also, I might just replace this floor with something else, so I'm not even sure. Actually, no, I'm going to be covering it, so I'm not even sure why I bother with that, but whatever. What's done is done, right? Right? I could bother with that. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So that's going to be the central part of the building here. Go ahead, stretch. Everybody stretch now. Do, 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 do. All right. Now I feel lightheaded. We got our stretch in. Just gonna go ahead. Close off some more waterways here. It's a wee bit annoying when everything looks flooded. But we do have like a lot of water basins to take advantage of here. As well as lots of dripstone. Alright, so there we go. Got the base of the building done. We're going to clear out some areas that way and that way to add the wings of the building. And now I look at it, I kind of want this to go start earlier. Weird cave noises, eh? Also, kind of sad that I don't see like basalt down here. I feel like the type of area where you would find basalt. There we go, that looks like a better octagon. Alright. So now we got the octagon here. Let me see, what are my build materials actually going to be here? Because I think I like the polished deep slate. I've been using it unironically, but now I'm liking it. So what else do we got? Do have the brick variants. We now have that new tile variant, which I think is the first time Mojang has used tile in this game. Yeah, I think that is the first time Mojang has ever used tiles in this game here. Because there's no other block that has tiles variants, so once again a new stone version that has tiles. I mean, a new stone version that's not shared among all the stone versions. And this is just regular diorite, or is this calcite? Doesn't look like diorite. Oh, it is diorite. Did they change the texture of diorite? they probably did because they now had that new calcite and they didn't want the two being confused for each other. But I could find that calcite's like a more pure white. Ooh, did we do that? Well, if you go from this deep gray, black, very neutral tones. Because this is Underhelm. I think we do that. So I think what I'm going to do is, let me see, did they add anything for Blackstone? Like, it would have been nice if they added tile variation to Blackstone. It's like, no! I want that tile variation to all the damn stones. This mulching finally added tiles that every fucking mod had allowed you to do for like a long, long time now. Mulching. We rip off mods, but we're very half-assed about it. Alright, so I just noticed since that part of the cave goes downwards, making a wing on this section is going to be difficult to do. And so does this part of the cave. It goes extremely downwards. But this part of the cave goes upwards, so it's going to make it easier to put a wing on this side. So what I'm going to do is there's going to be a central building here, hallway that goes out. One's going to deviate this way here, and another is going to deviate this way here. And then on this corner, it's going to be like an actual, like another octagon. We're going to ignore that because it's a little tiny dip. And then a straight diagonal connecting the two. It's going to be a very interesting shape, but I want everything down here to have interesting shapes. Because if I wanted to build a hallway here, I'm going to have to cover up a lot of this and just pretend it doesn't exist. For right now, let's just build the Central Tower 1, shall we? So here's what we're going to do. Build this up by, let's say, how far from the ground should we go? 7? I think 7 sounds good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, no, we want it to be parallax with the ground here. So if this is 11 wide, which I just realized that's kind of ironic, it is 11 wide. But we're building on the nice, which would be 5 up. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There we go. And then I make a nice arch to connect the two. And you want one this way as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, what's on this side of this wall here? Very craggy. Probably not enough to do like an underground building, but it'll make the passageway anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 5. There we go. So you now have those up. Oh, snap the back, crack the spine. You hate to hear it, but sometimes you just have to do it. Sorry about that, guys. Went to Minecraft Circle Chart like always. Get some circle ideas. It is 9 and 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. No, 7 in between. Wait, I'm a dumbass. I just noticed there was a pattern like that right there in the ground. Point to this circle generator. This. And there you go. That's how the archway is supposed to look. Okay, well, that was a very simple one. Alright. I like the sound this thing makes when you put it down, you know? That weird, somewhat tingy sound. Now the real question is, since they added copper, are they gonna add tin in the next, like, data pack, right? Or are they not gonna do it because they just don't want to? Like, Mojang, you've started something. You need to continue it. And now I think I'm gonna do is get some blackstone. Might have kept place to be there. Blackstone bricks. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna grab that calite. Oh, are you kidding me? Calite's only available in a block form? Mojang, why? Why is this only available in a block form? Damn it. Well, no calite. It's only available in a block form, because I think Mojang. Derelict walls, and let me get some. That's not what I meant to do. Basalt. Now, I do believe they added a new texture called Smooth Basalt. Which is... and kind of just looks like rot. Like, in all honesty, it just looks like it's rotted out stone, like something that's been abandoned, like wood rot, to put it lightly. Not sure how I feel about it. Too high. Alright, so hold these in place. That pillar is gonna have to go. Well, no one told you to fly next to a pillar being destroyed, bat. This bat keeps getting himself hit. Which, by the way, if I have instant destruction fit, why isn't this bat dying? Alright, this pillar can go. Real disappointed that calite's only available in block form. Like, there's no polish, there's no brick variation, there's no stairs or steps. I mean, that all could just come in like 1.18. Or maybe they'll do like 1.17.1 and 1.17.2 where they go and they add these things in. Which in case I'm going to be real screwed with this world here because I can't actually update this world with data packs. But it's like, also I wanted to build with the actual, you know, caves. Like the fact they didn't implement the caves. And I also checked the reason why I wasn't seeing the mountains because that's 1.18 for the Bedrock edition. Because they was doing simultaneous developments where, well, simultaneous parallax developments where Bedrock was having the mountains, or aka the cliffs, while Java was dealing with the caves. So that's why when I was like, trying to find a mountain, that didn't pan out for me because I'm in Java. There is no mountains. Now I do know this game is made to take advantage of Java 16 to make it run better. Okay, this is a tuft, and there should be a geode here, right? Nope. Thought there'd be a geode here because this was tough. Okay, also, what can you do with the tough? Just a block, really, Mojang? That's it? No polish, no stairs. Oh my gosh, the Absent by Design guys are gonna have fun with this one here. So Mojang went and released this thing, but they forgot to, put in like, blocks, a lot of them. Not just a few, a lot. We're gonna have some fixing to do. Like lots of fixing. Like, dang it, Mojang, what the hell, man? Alright, and yeah, kind of like that. Ooh, did they change Blackstone? It's kind of like a circle purplish hint to it. Or it could be because I'm looking at it inside of a cave. With night vision on. Oh, we'll figure that out when I figure that out. Alright. There we go. Also, should this have been stairs? Kind of thinking that maybe I should use like Blackstone brick stairs instead. And have it slope upwards. And now I'm like thinking like, should that have been a thing? And I'm like not sure. Oh well. Like on the inside, I'm okay with that being bricks, because what I'm going to do is drop it downstairs. I should have done that from the outside as well. Let me go ahead and do that. Blackstone stairs. Polished Blackstone brick stairs. Which, my god, that's a hell of a name when you think about it. And already not quite what I wanted. Oh boy, this is gonna become that stair mess all over again. Oh no, I did it this time. Gonna have to clear some of that out. Yeah, I think Yeah, it'll be fine as long as I can go completely around. Around the outside, around the outside. Yeah, because it does add wall depths. It makes this feel much more significant. Alright, let's destroy this in front. Also, having slight variation in block breaking noise is nice. It's like the little things you don't think about, but it's like, yeah, it could get extremely tedious if you like breaking a block and all you hear is the exact same noise over and over again. Right, mine shafts are everywhere. It's like, wow, this looks like a natural staircase. It is a natural staircase. Let's get rid of all this. There we go. So now, no. There we go. There we go. Now, what makes this one's a little bit weird to build out is because I know there's going to be like a hallway that way. So let's just do it like that. Just have them like this so I know, like, hey, there's a hallway that's going to be going there. Now this side, I think I'm just going to leave it dead. Like, it just goes flat into the wall here. I don't think I'm going to build anywhere on this side here. I'm just having that there so the pattern matches. But I don't think I'm actually going to build out that way. Alright. So we got these walls up. So not gonna lie, kind of fancy. And now let's do the same for the inside here. Go. Alright. Almost done with the tedium and placing stairs. Like, that's the problem. Stairs look good, but man, is it a tedium to place them in the first place. Oh, okay. This needs to be fixed back here. I'm like, there we go. Yeah. And now I need to start light walls here. So that's gonna be a problem. They're always gonna connect on that end. So, Oh, that's why I made this whole thing thicker. Halite, which is basically just deep slate and white. literally just deep slate and white when you think about it. There we go. I actually got a nice texture now that I think about it. And maybe I could put like some diorite walls here. Because Cowlight's much more pure white than diorite, which is just white and cobblestone. Ooh. Not gonna lie, kind of fancy. So fancy. Alright, and there we go. That. Oh, that's the outside. Do I do the same for the inside? I can. Realizing I could have just used commands for this. Yeah, I like that. Also realizing if I wanted a pattern, I could have like skipped a few, but no, I got a plan. I got a plan. See, don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry now. I've got a plan for this. I'll go all the way to the top of that, right? Yeah. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna cap these off with. Don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry now. I've got a plan for this. Alright, that one is done. Then do this one over here. Windows are going to be interesting because it's like, what do you view when you're underground, you know? This is going to be annoying, so let's go ahead and move this entire wall back by one. And then, because I did that, I can now just do... Actually, I should have just left that there. Why didn't I leave that there? That. There you go. Just gonna do it like that. Now then, so. Alright. There we go. Gotta do the inside. Bat, can you fuck off? I know technically there's no lights here, that's why you're spawning here and flying here, because technically there isn't like a light source anywhere available anywhere underground, which is what causes Bat to spawn. There we go. Step the spine. Oh, shit. Crack the back. Oh, boy. You hate to hear it, but sometimes you just have to do it. And now I can put one there. One there. Just alternate like that. And then, what do I want to put for light source here? Yeah, the 1.18 Datapack, so I now have candles, which is going to be fun. I know there's also glow berries now, and, what is this? Just, glow lichen. Flames, glow berries, but I don't think that's going to be indoors. Unless they made a living wall. Could make a living wall, but nah. Instead, let me grab a sea lantern. Or maybe just a regular lantern? Don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry. I mean, we are technically on the ground. This would be the type of place you would see lanterns. Yes, alright. Anyway, now that important decision has been made, let's go ahead and contain that pattern over here as well. For the sake of symmetry. There we go. And now then. Alright. And then we put in the lanterns here. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, this wall over here. And it might make sense about why it doesn't look right. Why I'm forgetting something. Or maybe do I use end rods? Hold on. I didn't think about that. Let me try with this wall over here. This can be our tester wall. Fuck! What if I did end rods? Like this and that. Oh, I like that so much better than the lanterns. No. Upside down, so it goes like that. And then boom. And boom. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm not sure why that wasn't read out, but thank you so much, nobody, for subscribing again with the exact same message you always use. Okay, if that didn't work, where's that coming from? I think Streamlabs does that. Oh, I probably have to update Streamlabs because I changed my name. Right, yeah, that's the thing I have to remember. Is that with great name changing comes great responsibility to reauthorize everything, because when I change my Twitch name, I deauthorize everything connected to it. Alright, let me go and do that real quick. Streamlabs is like, you're logged out, mate. Yep. Thumbnail, logo makers, charity merch. Yeah, no, it has today's stream. So I'm not sure why the notification didn't work there, but it should have. Sources. Well, can't really say what happened there, nobody. But thank you for showing up. Alright. Anyway, where last left off, or for everything that you'd probably miss, found a location after realizing that the cliffs, the mountains, aren't actually in the 1.17 with the 1.18 Datapack. That's bedrock. Yay! Hooray! Which is why me searching for a mountain yielded no good results. But managed to find a cave location. Spent way too much time on that failure of a creation to try to create like a sun underground here. Then I realized that's incredibly stupid. AKA I can't make a sphere. So then I decided that instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is make this a giant pillar that goes out of this place. And this basically have an elevator. And that's how you get in and out of Underhelm. Yeah, surface elevator. And right now I'm making a building that's going to house that elevator, as well as like be connected to like City Hall. Or I'm not sure if it's really going to be City Hall. Like, I'll figure that out when I figure that out. But as of right now, feeling a lot better than yesterday, that's for sure. Because yesterday I think I was just out of it. So, I think I'm going to contain this on the outside as well. No, not that. Speaking of filling out of it, I guess DC is filling out of their elements, because apparently in DC, with their new Netflix series called Harlequin, they want to remove a scene where like Batman just goes down on Catwoman. Over here, heroes don't do that. Just like, my word, if Batman wants to go down on Catwoman, that's just what he does, mate. Like, are you gonna really pretend like Batman and Catwoman just don't do freaky shit? And we're talking about DC here. And now I think for the outside, not the lanterns, but what else do I have to glow? So there's jack-o'-lanterns, there's just regular light sources, there's new glow lunch, there's glow berries. Or to just do the end rods and call it a day. Yep. Let's just do the end rods. Yep. go. And then for the toppers, unfortunately, I don't have a block to put there. Unless I just go and replace all these end rods for like a full block or something, like glowstone. Or sea lantern. I'll figure it out when I get to that part. As of right now, that seems good to me. And now for these arteries here, let me see what I'm gonna cap you with. Everybody just turns into a villager when you don't know what to say. Oh my gosh, Bat, can you fuck off, mate? Oh shit, I'm not even done yet. I'm like, I'm very proud with it not even completed. Oh fuck. Right, just put it center of it here. Like this. Like that, and then yeah, like that. Go, and oh fuck, I forgot about this. Okay. Not even sure how that happened, but at the same time, I don't care enough. Like, how did that happen? Also just realized, because the pattern is alternating, the light should be going like this. Yeah, I'm so confused. How's the outside correct? Oh, it's because of how I start the inside. Okay, so let's fix the inside, shall we? Get rid of that, and then put it like this. Like how I've done the outside. And there we go. And now I have a functional pattern. Fuck off, Bat, or you will taste the deaths. Bat's like, oh shit, I'm out of here. This guy's gonna kill me. It's like, yes. I will kill you. There we go. Yeah, that looks so much better than what I had originally designed. You guys just let me do that. You just let me do something that's stupid. Demon go like, Cliff, wait, you're being an idiot. Do it like this instead. It's like, no, I'm gonna do it like this. It's like, no, you fool, you fully fool. Alright, and this should be the last wall I need to fix. There we go. Alright, that took care of the inside. The outside I need to finish. And this one right here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Whole team Poland. Okay, let's not do that. Speaking of music, so Music Man dropped his new album. Oh no, planning to drop. It's June 26th. Alright. Let's go and do that. Let's go and do that. But you know, I would love to drop in for a Music Man stream one of these days. See how things are going. The only problem is with how my schedule is right now. I can't. Because he streams like at the same time I literally need to be sleeping for work. And if I try to, like, you know, wake up to enjoy one of his stream, I'm gonna fall asleep at work. Well, probably won't fall asleep at work because I'm on my feet all day, which led to my swollen foot issue. Which is getting better. I need to ice pack my foot again. But you know, that's always fun, just putting an ice thing on your foot. It's always real fun. Right, and wow. I haven't even put the wow. Just wow. And this is what they mean by caught slipping. And I was definitely slipping here. Also, I have to remember, I can just hold down the button. I don't have to, like, you know, spam it like crazy. Okay, and now let's go ahead and put these in here. There we go, and find the center, which is this one here. Gosh, okay. There we go. Now that's done. Bat, can you fuck off, Bat? Like, can you just fuck off? You're not even Batman. You're just a bat. You're not even Man Bat. Ever Man Bat? It was what, like, I forget what's Man Bat origin story. Like, someone who thought like Batman was like some type of mutant bat, yet somehow had a degree that allows them to, you know, well, be more precise. He was smart enough to, like, somehow create. I remember Man Bat getting wrecked by Yusuke, and not that Man Bat, damn it. I meant like in the Batman series. There was like a character called Man Bat, which was made by. Okay, stream is dropping frames for I don't know what fucking reason. But it was made by, like, what's Mr. Freeze? No. Damn it. One of the villains who could just create life, and for some reason uses that power to attack a guy in a black suit, rather than, you know, curing cancer. There's some of the villains who I feel like, why do you do the things you do when literally you could do anything else and be literally worshipped as a hero for doing so? Because, like, if you have the technology to somehow create, like, a new form of an organism here, why not do literally anything else and solve one of the many, many world problems? Because that's always what, like, gets me in, like, Batman, Spider-Man, anything really superhero related. It's like, you're a person who somehow has the technology to create life itself, and yet, here's your shallow goal, I just want to be a prick. Or not even shallow goals, like, I want to make money, but it's like, okay, but you could also have made, like, a shit ton of money by using your technology to cure, like, AIDS, or HIV, or herpes, or the common cold, and just selling that cure. I mean, yeah, you'd be a dick, but at the end of the day, you'll still be like a hero. You'll be that in between. And yet, for some reason, it's just like, nah, I'm gonna use this massive amount of technology and power that I have to attack the Batman. Which, by the way, Batman himself is not even a hero when you think about it, because Bruce Wayne is rich as all fucking hell. He can literally be investing in, like, an actual better reform system, a better police force, better education, curing world hunger, helping with the homeless issues, like the things that create the villains he can be dealing with, but chooses not to. The same could be said of Batman. Why be a rich boy crime fighter when you can actively remove 99% of criminals from the street by offering them a job? I tell you why, because Batman and Rogue Gallery would be almost empty. Or the fact that, like, wasn't it explained that Batman basically has hero syndrome? Like, he doesn't actually care about protecting the city, he just loves being called a hero, and that's why he does it? Because you gotta remember, like, Batman being a hero is incredibly inefficient. Like, if Superman has the money, that's how he would do it. He probably would, because Superman is an actual, like, very goody-goody two-shows. And not to mention, every time Superman just goes fucking evil, that's his whole entire thing. He wants to get rid of all crime by being an oppressing power. And I know, like, they basically describe, like, when he does go evil, he changes everything. From politicians, outwards. But she never really explained that, like, technically every time Superman does go evil, it's never like a case of, like, I'm an over-oppressing power, you'll obey the law as I say. He does change the law. Because he does go after politicians. It's like a complete and total reform under his rule. While Batman pretends to be like the ultimate form of altruism, it's like, yeah, but you're not real altruism though. Because if you cared about fixing anything, then you would be using your money to, fix things. And not just punching people in the back of their skull with, like, young boy Robin. Which, can we talk about the fact that, like, Batman is a guy who actively wears a bat suit with his, like, underwears on the outside like Superman, but being Batman seems more like of a hobby, except it's like it's his entire life since he basically disappears. Like, how does no one, like, put the two and two together? Like, this guy, well, I guess when you're super rich, no one really expects you to be that out in the public. But it's like every time this guy shows up, he just has to have, like, a big event. And no one questions, like, why he can't do, like, minor stuff. It's just like, I gotta have a party, I gotta have a gala, I gotta have a groundbreaking ceremony. I mean, even his own company doesn't really question him not being there, which I guess is just true of any business right now. The CEO never is there. They just collect the money, and they do whatever the hell they like. Also, I'm not filling this basalt, so all this can go. Like, why have no one really questioned that? Or, like, just think that, like, Batman would really have to have, you know, lots of money to do what he does. I wonder if he's Bruce Wayne. Like, you would think at least some people would catch on to that. That, like, you couldn't be able to do this job unless you had a lot amount of free time, the money to do so, and you care about the city. Because, you know, Bruce Wayne also does, like, reforms. Invincible explains this away. Superheroes have their faces shown on screen on TV all the time, but we can walk around in public without being noticed. It's a psychological thing. If they don't expect to see them among us, they won't. So it is what you just said. I guess it makes sense. It's like, if you know this person is famous, you won't recognize them on the street because you only expect to see them on the TV. Which is why some people, well, a lot of people freaks out when they see, like, famous people on the streets. Because it's, like, not what you expect, but it's like, yeah, they're kind of human too, you know? They kind of need to, like, eat, shit, sleep. So, you know, freaking out just because you happen to walk into someone at a supermarket, kind of cringe, chimp, not gonna lie. Alright, what the hell am I gonna do for this flooring in here? I like that pattern, which I think this pattern has an official name, I just don't know the name, but yeah. Bat, fuck off, mate, or I will end you. Okay. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. I'm just doing stuff for the sake of doing them, but so far I'm liking what I'm building. Still sad this Calais doesn't have, like, any other forms, just a pure block form, which is like, damn it, Mojang! Really? Just feel like a few steps backwards. You was doing so well. You was doing so good. And then you went and took a step backwards. Can I get the quartz bricks in here? Nah. Not to mention, they're like a whitish pink. They won't match with this very neutral tone. Alright, alright it is. Polished stuff. I should use regular diorite. Let me see. And then I go up and grab some real quick. Oop. Now I think about it, the diorite looks too busy compared to, like, the calcite. Maybe I just use deep slate. Oh wait, I know what to use. Basalt and that smooth stuff that I couldn't figure out what to do with before. And nah. I mean, it's a cool pattern and all, but Did I just cult site the whole entire floor here? Make my life easier? Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, never mind that pattern. Maybe we do that pattern like carpet or something. Yeah, just fill them in. Fill her in, fill her in. There we go. Kind of looks like White Dragon skills. I guess this is the block that people are going to make dragons out of if they want a White Dragon. And then get rid of that. Let me get some carpet. Black, gray, light gray, white. I think what I'm going to do is basically this. So, and then do the same for over here. Start off with that pattern of, still like to know why does it look nice, but anyway. But yeah. Also, should DC really be complaining about what Netflix does? Because ultimately, like, DC, you're not exactly winning the movie race, so just let Netflix do what they do. If they want, you know, Batman to go down on Catwoman, just let them. Over here, that's not what heroes do. It's more like, that's not what your version of Batman would do. And a bit light gray in here. So, okay, I'm liking that pattern. And now maybe in the middle we have like a center feature, like okay, hear me out here. Deep slate. I want that tiles. Yeah, they're looking nice. And deep slate tiles, but also if I just look at slate. I meant slabs. Slabs. Oh right, yeah, there's copper in here. Should I do something with the copper? What is this? Cut copper, exposed cut copper, weather cut copper, and then oxidized copper. Man, I kind of forget there's now copper in here. Although it kind of sucks that copper is just a decoration block and it's not like an actual build material, which kind of pisses me the fuck off. Like, really, Mojang? Really? I think I'm gonna do this. Put those in the corner there. So. Oh my gosh, that's actually a very good looking block. Like, damn, Mojang, okay. Okay. Could be better faithful making this look like a very good looking block, but it's like very nice looking to say the least. Let's do that instead. And then what I can do is like this. Why are you doing that? Stop that. No, leave that alone. Damn it. Alright, probably have to do this. No. Stop that. Stop that. Fine, I'll do that for the corners. Damn it, Mojang. Like, I know I can fix that by just doing, commands to put in the stairs. I kinda don't want to. Also, that's a nice pattern. And then actually, because there's a brick variant. Nah. Maybe I use the brick internally. Ooh, that's a nice pattern right there. Okay, hold on. Because I'm liking the way the tiles look. Like, you can make some fancy stuff, these tiles here. And then slate and what is it? Chisel slate? That kind of just looks like a face. Like, nope. Let's just put in polished slate there. Oh, nope, sticks out like a sore thumb. There. I kind of want the floor look a little bit more messy. Actually, I think that one block does it. Or maybe do I get rid of all the bricks? Yeah, kind of like that look. Followed by this, and then let's go back to slates real quick. Like that. slates. Wee bit too busy. Leave it like that. Let me see. There's a couple deep slate walls. Deep slate tile walls. Those are couple looks. Ooh. Okay. I'm really liking this new deep slate. It's like really a good look for like building materials. Reverse them. So put the tiles on here, get that darker gray in here. Also, how was everybody's day? I forgot to ask. You do anything fun? Anything productive? Anything you wanted to do but never done before? No. You hate to hear it, but sometimes you just gotta do it. Did you blink and your day was over? Meaning you didn't do shit and you feel like you just wasted your day? Gonna make this a water feature. Now, can light come through a slab? Hold on. Slash effect glare. There we go. So this is what this place actually looks like when I don't have like my night vision. So as you see, it's just a very, very dark cave. But I want to try something here. Destroy that block. Slash give me light. And yes, if you don't know what this is a new block. Ah, damn it, slash block that. Called the light block, which is basically just an invisible light source. Alright, I can't destroy it unless I'm holding it in my hand. Alright, so I'm gonna just put that there, give me back light, give me back night vision. There we go. And now let me figure out what I'm going to do here. Alright, let's make this taller. Oh, wait. I got an idea. Where is it? That chisel stuff. Yeah. And like at the bottom, not so much the tops like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get them all to around the same height. It's just around this height here. Or maybe I should go higher. Decisions. Nice. Because I think I'm going to be putting in like a floor here. Yeah, if I'm putting a floor at this level here. Or do I go one below it? I see your motive to hide and your decisions to run. But like that, I'll take you on. Like that, I'll take on anyone. Headstrong. Remember when every AMV was just headstrong? And that you could just put like Naruto in front of any song and it'll be the Naruto versus Sasuke fight, which apparently goes with like every song there is. And that was basically all the AMVs you would find on YouTube, was just the Naruto versus Sasuke fight. Either the original one or the Shippuden one. And then every damn song imaginable after that. Like, was that a meme? That had to have been a meme. I'm telling you, it's just a face though. It's just. Also, I would have liked if the tiles were directional, like you can control how they're placed. Because this seemed like the block where it should be directional, not just like, oh, it doesn't matter how you place them, they're all going to face the exact same way. Dang it, Mojang. Ooh. Or maybe, let me see. Or no. How about I move this all down by 1? Because there's going to be a floor on this level here. Oh no, it's going to be one higher. Whoops. Like so. And what I can do is cap this off here, like this. Yeah. Just go ahead, cap this off. So, a completely different block than what I've been previously using this entire damn time. Or should it be polished just to match? Yeah, it can be polished. get rid of all of that. Get rid of that. Alright, all that should be gone. There you go. Not gonna lie, that's looking kind of fancy. Oh my gosh, I am stretching a lot. I'm not sure what the heck is going on here. Maybe it's bad seating posture, maybe because I went and got like a gaming chair rather than an office chair, and now it's coming back to haunt me. Damn my decisions. But yeah. And okay, I already got the stairs for this, so put those in. So just camp it. Also, yeah, another thing I need to do, or remember to do, is to go and apply. Alright, this thing right here is just gonna be, I need to apply to some new jobs because manual labor is just, oh boy. Problem with manual labor is, well, manual labor for 8 straight hours is not a good thing. It's kind of been recognized by numerous countries all across the world as something you really don't want to do, but here in America it's just like, yeah, screw your warnings. We'll go through humans like they're disposable, damn it. I mean, when you create a name like Human Resources, that's how you know you're fucked up. But yeah, I need out of like manual labor and this whole entire like standing around for 8+ hours. Well, not really standing around. It's more like standing, walking, and lots of exercise. Brutal exercise. And I kind of just need out. Like, it was fun while it lasted, but now my body is starting to break down because this is way too much bullshit. The sad part is treating workers like cattle workers and make them more money while also being efficient. At least it works for Amazon. They refuse to take care of their workers and actively encourage them to leave if they don't want to work, even paying them to quit. Oh, yeah. But then again, well, that's just called severance. Once you get to a certain size, or if you take like, you know, tax breaks and whatnot, you can't really fire people if you say you like, we're gonna make thousands among thousands of jobs, and you don't actually make any jobs. So they offer severance to get people to leave, because if they were to start firing them, they would have an issue where they would have to pay for that. Because a lot of Amazon's warehouses that they don't pay for is paid for by the states, and the state demand that, like, you know, Amazon makes a certain number of jobs for them. So that just truly comes down to, like, you know, well, fuck, if we, you know, fire them, or we fire too much we fire too many of them, we're gonna have to pay those taxes as part of the contract. But yeah, that whole entire treating people as disposables, it's like, you know, to Amazon, what's the difference between you and a AA battery? You can't recycle the AA battery. But yeah, nah. But speaking of Amazon, I did hear like they're increasing their pays for certain positions. So that's one half-ass victory. But yeah, for certain positions, they're increasing the pay from like 15 to 20 bucks an hour. Which is like, wow, that took you a long time to do. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be warehouse workers. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only one Amazon's going to do that for. Because other than that, I can't really imagine that, like, Bezos and the crew really give a damn about, like, workers breaking apart. Because ultimately, it's not their concern nor their responsibility if, like, their workers can handle the workload. I mean, we're talking about Amazon, the company that historically got super mad at their employees for having to piss and shit. Because, surprise, surprise, Amazon, human beings require to go to the bathroom that you put 1 mile apart. Like, how the fuck do you make a building and you're, like, literally okay with your bathrooms being 1 mile apart inside of a building? Like, if you don't know why that's bad, it's like, on average, people will walk a mile in 20 minutes. That means if you were to walk to the bathroom, it would take you 20 minutes to get to the bathroom and 20 minutes to get back to your station. And that would be 40 minutes of wasting the company's time to get to a bathroom. And yet, somehow, the richest and, quite honestly, most influential company in the world just thought that was like, okay. And, like, didn't even, you know, question their sanity at that point, their humanity at that point. Are we going to hell for this decision? Which I guess they had no reason to question that. Like, of course you're going to hell. If you believe in it. But yeah, nah. It's like, what goes through your head when you thought like that was a good idea? And then the managers are over here filing complaint and threatening to fire people, and they keep finding people pissing in bottles and shitting in bags. Because I remember it was like one time, right? I'm pretty sure this was just a glitch in the system. But it was like I was getting an Amazon delivery, and like for some reason it told me how many stops the driver was gonna make before me, and then like when I refreshed the page, it erased that. But it was like the first time I looked at it, it was like, good news, your driver is 54 stops away from you. I'm like, what? And then like when I refreshed the page, it didn't mention anything about how many stops it was gonna be, just that like my package was arriving that day, and to make sure I was there. And then, like, once you got closer, it was like, your driver is 10 stops away from you. Because I'm pretty sure I was never supposed to see that 54. Like, that was just an error or a glitch in the system. But it literally showed me he was, like, 54 stops away from me. I'm like, What the fuck? And it's like, meanwhile, people at Amazon, okay with that. Like, holy shit. Because I'm pretty sure I was never supposed to see that information. That seems like something that would have been, you know, on the DL. Need to know basis. But yeah, no, I can kind of see why if you was given 54 stops to make, that's basically, you know, a stop is just a delivery. And that's like 54 deliveries. Like, yeah, I can kinda, not even kinda, like I can fully understand why people would be pissing, shitting in bags and bottles. Because that's just a ridiculous number. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing. Especially for, like, one person to do. I have no clue what I made in the center there. I just like it, and it's staying like that. Alright, and now... slate. I hope there's a cobbled slate slab. There is. I'm liking the look at this, so what I'm going to do is this. 1, 2... or just use the cobble for all this. Yeah, no, that cobble looks really good. Now, is it directional? Oh my gosh, it's directional. No, it's not. All in the same direction. Unidirectional. And then... stripes like that. Ah, shit, that's gonna have to be whole blocks. Alright, let's get rid of these slabs here, because now I think about it, the slabs doesn't really make sense. I can just use whole blocks. I'm in creative mode, so block, Stone Age, nice. You know, and less depressing news. What hasn't been depressing is the level of anime this year and last year has just gone through the fucking roof. Ignoring some just really bad ones, like X-Arm. Oh my gosh. That was like... when you just learn new skills, maybe you shouldn't show off like the first thing you create with that new skills, and then mixing together like 2D and 3D for some strange reasons, having temporary characters as 2D models while having permanent characters as 3D models, and then like doing a 3D and like opening scene. Yeah, just no, just why? But ignoring like X-Arm, I've been enjoying like the quality of the shows. Like, so I've been watching like Vivi's for Fluorite song, I song, or Vivi's Fluorite song. It's by Wit Studio, who basically that was their big project since they didn't get Attack on Titan final season, and it's very, very good for an original animation. Meaning there's like no source materials. That's literally Wit Studio coming up with the source materials, or whoever they licensed for the source materials coming up with it. But yeah, so far I'm liking the stories. The strange mixture of like 2D and 3D just somehow just works. Like they just figure out how to make that work between CGI and like actual animation. The fight scenes are just amazing. Like I've never seen hand-to-hand combat look so crispy and so good in like anime. Because they'll definitely give anything Naruto-wise a run for its money, as well as like Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm pretty sure it's probably been just like a middle finger to like Mappa for taking the contract for Attack on Titan's final season, but it looks so good. And then the support and then the story. It is a time traveling story, but it's not like one of those well just pull a win out of our ass type time traveling stories. It's like, haha, you fool. You may have gone back in time to change some stuff here, but you was not actually addressing the true cause of the event. It was like addressing what people believe what the issues, but not what the actual issue was. Mappa took it from them. How did they manage it? Well, they didn't really take it from them. Shueisha controls like what studio those jobs are handed out to. So unless like Mappa, promised Shueisha money for taking like Attack on Titans, it was just their decisions to give it over to like Mappa rather than Wit. But it kind of felt like Wit wasn't too happy about that, which I understand. Like, what? This is our precious show, you son of a bitch! But yeah, no, like, if you can watch it, I highly recommend to watch it because it's like incredibly, incredibly good. Another good show is like Shadow House. That's also like very good. Like at first I didn't get what was going on. I just felt it was like a wee bit strange, but as it kept going on and on, I'm like, oh no, this is good. And some are basically calling it like, newer Promised Netherlands, which I'm like, what? No, don't do that. I remember season 2 of Promised Netherlands. But then again, I read the manga for Promised Netherlands because, like, that fucking season 2 pissed me off so much that I actually have to go and read the manga. But you've done an incredibly bad job when you read the manga. Not because the show is not going to get a continuation, but because you've done so fucking bad at adapting the damn manga that, like, people are like, what the fuck is this? This is not what I recall. Like, when I watched season 1, this was so good. Why is season 2 so horrible? Because it's one of those things where it wasn't just bad as an adaptation of a show, it was just bad as a show itself. Like, it starts off incredibly good, and then you can clearly tell some shit was being skipped, something was being rushed here. Like, even if you didn't read the manga, you can just clearly tell something's not right here. And basically what happened to, like, Promised Neverland, where you can easily tell something's not right, something doesn't feel right, there's a disturbance in the force type situation. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is sea lanterns. Here, and there, all good. I'm going to get rid of these because I have an idea. Instead, what I'm going to do is this, right? Oh, you gotta remember, also, like, Wit wouldn't be a rich studio because Wit Studios, before, like, Attack on Titan, they only did, like, in between animations, like, they would help other studios. Attack on Titan was the big project that they themselves was in charge of. So it's not like they would be, like, rich, per se. Well off, but not exactly rich. If it was, like, Toei Animation, then, yeah, no, Toei has money to flex. Okay, Toei has money to burn. Or Kyoto Animation. Maybe not Kyoto Animation. Maybe Studio Bones. Studio Bones would have money to burn. Mappa... I don't know. Mappa and Madhouse is a bit weird because they don't take on that many animations. There are more, like, high-quality stuff, ignoring what the fuck they did to, like, from... what was it? There was a show that, like, basically didn't do no fucking justice to because it was just horrible, shitty adaptation. What was it? Commonplace to World's Strongest? Yeah, Commonplace to World's Strongest. That one was just... oh boy. Great first episode, really great. But, like, when you spend your entire budget on the first episodes and you have to figure out how to save your money for everything afterwards, it was just like... oh boy. Oh boy, that was rough. That was, yeah. That was rough. Also, it is ending extremely tiny. So guys, if you like this type of content and you'd like to see more of this type of content, please be sure to tune in during my regular streaming time frame of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1900 to 2100 hours for those who live in an area at a 12-hour time format, where I'll be streaming more of the hell I like. If you'd like to catch up on anything that you missed, you can always just tune into the VODs or at my YouTube at youtube.com/CliffsBeatsTheBest, the best, because you know I am. You can also use exclamation mark YouTube to get that link if you're watching this live, as well as exclamation mark Discord to get that link for after stream shenanigans. Rather, right now, I'm going to go ahead and wind this down here and show love and support to someone else with a good old-fashioned raid. So if you're watching the VODs, this is where I say bye, internet.